It's All-Ireland final time, and we're a few days out from the All-Ireland final. I'm joined by Galway's David Burke. Twice in 2 years, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's good. It's great to be back in the final again, and we've worked really hard over the last 12 months to put ourselves in this position. So, as a squad, we're really looking forward to it.
Obviously, there was a lot of, I don't want to use the word pressure, but expectation last year that could this be the year that Galway finally do it. You did it. This year again, I'm assuming there's still a pressure, obviously, still final, but it must be a different kind.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it was a totally different kind of pressure all year. As players, anyway, we naturally put ourselves under pressure. We were our own worst critics at times, and this year it's been different. A lot of things going on in the media saying Galway were the team to beat. So, look, you just have to bottle that up, and you have to go out and prove to people that you are the team to beat. And I think we've shown that all year in our performances. And yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting battle now the next day against Limerick.
Isn't it better though that the media, and I use me in that I suppose as well, are saying Galway are the team to beat rather than look at, you've no idea what Galway is going to show up today, because that was the reputation, you were bottlers.
Yeah, look, that was said over the years, I suppose, that a lot of people said what Galway is going to turn up, but we've put in massive consistency, in the last 4 or 5 years now, and we're one of the top teams in the country now, and up there with Limerick now as well. So look, they've shown the grit and determination that we've shown, and consistency throughout the championship, because it's such a grueling championship this year. And look, we're both deserved to be in the final.
Where is the consistency coming from that Galway didn't have before? Because now there's no question about it. You are champions, you look like champions, and you certainly are the ones to beat. Where is that coming from that wasn't there before, despite, I'm sure, doing all the hard work that it's necessary?
Yeah, look, Galway's always had brilliant hurlers on the field down through the years, even since I started, and we've been on the wrong side of 1 pint defeats to Waterford and Tip when I started off first, and Joe came along then and played Kilkenny in matches and lost a few finals to them. But Joe was never down to hurling ability or anything like that. Maybe just belief more than anything in ourselves and getting the job done. And I think we've just really trusted ourselves, trusted the group, and trusted what we're all going to do. And I think that's massive, and we've shown that all year.
When you're playing those tight games, for example, the one against Kilkenny and the 2 games against Clare, they were really entertaining, great to watch. When you're playing them, do you enjoy that playing when it's that tight? Are you thinking, this is it, this is what I've been training for? Or are you thinking, God, I wish there was more space on that scoreboard?
I know, look, you can't think like that. You have to, as a young person and growing up, you want to be naturally playing in these. You train to put yourself in these situations, and you want to play in games like this. So obviously you do what you can to get yourself over the line, and whatever way you win, you build up whatever leads. But obviously Clare were a brilliant team. They fought back twice, trying to bring us back to level and a point in it. So it was all about for us getting the job done, whatever way it looked. It mightn't look pretty, but 2 completely different games between the drawn day and the replay, and we've both defences probably tightened up a lot and didn't ship as many points, and look, we would have been happy enough relatively in defence and probably miss a couple of scores. So look, we still have a lot to work on. We're a really hungry group. We want to get better all the time, and we've shown that the last day again.
I'm sure you've taken some lessons from last year as well in your preparation up to the All-Ireland final. Is there anything you're doing differently this year that you might have learned from last year?
Not really. Look, we've less time obviously coming into this game. Look, it's not ideal, but we'll deal with it, and we'll get the bodies recovered in time for the game. And sometimes all year we've been dealing with just one game, recover, mentally get down from it, get ready for the next game a week after. And we're probably used to it at this stage now. So look, sometimes for a player it's better when you don't have too much time to think about things and just get out there and hurl and don't think about it too much. And sometimes that's when you see players going at it and showing what they're really able to do. So look, it bodes well for a series final the next day.
It's a great situation to be in an All-Ireland final. Are you enjoying the build-up?
Yeah, look, it's not often you get these chances, and your hurling career doesn't last too long, so you have to enjoy these things when they come around, and enjoy them with your family and friends and the people you surround yourself with and live with, and obviously the players and the group you have with you. So look, it's a brilliant time, and obviously we know it's a 70-minute game. That's what it's all about. So we'll have to look to put a serious performance together for that.
Finally, come the evening of the 19th of August, are you going to be the great Galway 2-in-a-row team?
Yeah, we please God we will be.